I'm Barry Douglas and I'm looking forward to playing with the Hallé Orchestra. We go way back, and so it's great to be back in Manchester playing at the wonderful Bridgewater Hall. Tchaikovsky's First Piano Concerto is one of the most loved pieces of all time. It's very familiar to a lot of people. But it had a rocky beginning because when Tchaikovsky wrote it and he dedicated it to Maestro Rubinstein, he thought it was unplayable and recommended all sorts of cuts and revisions. Originally it was going to start very softly, but now we have these huge sonorous chords from the piano as this glorious theme starts right at the beginning. It's in 3 movements, and there are quite a lot of Russian folk songs in it, and how he uses the piano in the orchestra is quite extraordinary. It's a fabulous piece of music. When you perform a piece of music a lot, and certainly this Tchaikovsky piece I've done a lot since I was a student in the Royal College of Music many moons ago, you have to really continually reinvent, rethink, reshape, rejuvenate every time. Otherwise it can possibly slip into a kind of routine. So when I'm preparing, I don't practice too much at the piano. I just leave the score on a coffee table, grab a cup of coffee, and I look through it like I've never seen it before and try to see it through new eyes. The Bridgewater Hall is one of my favourite concert halls in the whole world. It's such a pleasure to play there, and I've played so many times there. I've played recitals there, played concertos, chamber music, and I had the honour of running the Manchester Piano Festival in 2006, 2009. And so I feel very much at home there. I started playing Tchaikovsky's music when I was in college, but certainly my experience in Moscow at the Tchaikovsky competition and having the honour of getting the gold medal kind of made me think in a new way about Tchaikovsky and exploring all of his music. And in fact, I'm looking forward to recording the complete Tchaikovsky next year for Chandos. But also being in touch and being informed by Russian musicians and the Russian public about, you know, the kind of the sense of style behind the music has helped me enormously. And then the Russians would always say, "Barry, you're an Irish guy, but you play like a Russian." And then I would quip back, well, you know, John Field, who's one of our greatest composers, and he invented the nocturne, he went and taught all you guys, including Glinka, how to play the piano and how to compose. So I think maybe you play like us. But it doesn't really go down well in Russia.